Hey, it's Tasha. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about whatever I want because I'm multifaceted. Today I'm going to share my last pattern haul of 2022. I haven't even really been buying patterns at all for the past 2 or so years. If you've seen my pattern cabinet organization video, you know I have like 800 plus patterns and my sewing output doesn't quite match the amount of patterns I have. So I haven't really been going pattern shopping. And the fact that the pattern companies, they change their sale prices and I'm like, okay, this ain't no real sale. Well, it's not a sale that I'm used to, so I was a little bit uppity about it and I didn't want to, indulge. But there has been a lot of nice makes I've been seeing on Instagram and online, and I'm like, I want to make some of that stuff too. So I went to the last Simplicity pattern sale, the McCall's pattern sale, and the new pattern company, KnowMe Patterns, also had a pattern sale. And so I just stocked up on some stuff and I'm very excited to sew. And so let's get into it. I'm gonna start with the Simplicity patterns that I got. The first one I got is Simplicity 8800. This is an assortment of loungewear and sleepwear. I got the pattern because I wanted some loungewear pants, and I'm very skeptical about sewing pants for whatever reason. I'm like, what if they don't fit? What if they don't fit around the butt? I'm like, I have this irrational fear of pants fitting. And so I figured I'd start with a loose, elasticated waist pants. And then I've been looking for a robe for a really long time, and a good robe pattern to fit some of the fabrics that I already have without having to buy some more. So that's the reason why I got this pattern. And I did like the little bralette in this pattern. I'm like, oh, that's really cute. So I feel like it was enough variety in here that I could, use it a few times. The type of fabrics that this takes, it takes challis, charmeuse, and cottons. They take crepes and silky stuff, so it's a variety, a good range of fabrics that you can use for this pattern. And so I think this is a good addition to my pattern stash because there's so much variety. The next pattern I got was Simplicity 9388, which is the shacket pattern that everyone had made this fall. And I was looking for this pattern the last Simplicity sale, and it was all sold out at the Joann's that I go to, so that was really annoying. But I finally found it at a different Joann and I picked it up. I've been wanting to make this because I have multiple fabrics in my stash that actually would go wonderful with this pattern. And so hopefully I'm able to make this very, very soon. I want to do view B, the shorter but longer one, not the one down to the knees, but at least down to the thigh, I guess. I want to make that version. And then also, I'm not sure if I want to do buttons. I might want to do like snaps too, so I might change it up a little bit. But the type of fabrics that this pattern takes is broadcloth, chino, corduroy, cottons, denim, flannel, linen, and stretch wovens, tweed, wool, all types of stuff. So the fabric that I want to make it out of is a wool for sure. It's like a wool flannel. It's gorgeous. I got it from Melanated Fabrics. If you want to see that video, you can check that out here. I also have a corduroy plaid that I think will be really dope in this, and I can use it for all types of stuff. So love this pattern. Can't wait to make it. This was a great pickup. And then the last Simplicity pattern that I got is Simplicity 9649. It's a variety of poncho and poncho types. First of all, I really love the model. Her hair is giving, okay? And I like the way they styled it. It's just very simple. It looks like I can see myself wearing this outfit. So it made me want to buy the pattern because honestly, just looking at the pattern, the pictures, not feeling it. But looking at it on her, I actually like it. So I'm glad they fixed it up in the actual photo. This pattern suggests boiled wool, sweatshirt fleece, and fleece, or ponte knits, woven wools. I have tons of wools in my stash of different varieties. So I have plenty of fabric that I can make this out of. Not sure which one I want to do yet. I don't think I necessarily want to make this right away, but I think it's good to have just to, expand your outerwear closet. I'm just feeling this one. So the bulk of the patterns that I got were from McCall Patterns. I'm sure you all have noticed like the rebrand that McCall has done over the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 years between McCall's, Butterick, Vogue, and Lord, what's the other one? I guess Simplicity. McCall's has been the trendy, young, hip, pattern line, whereas Butterick has been kind of like the mature woman. They've changed it into kind of like that. And then Vogue is still like the designer side. Simplicity is a very range. It's more like everyday wear, simplistic type of stuff. Cool. So of course, I'm trying to be young, hip, and trendy, right? So I have a lot of McCall here to share. But before I do, I have a little qualm with the way, I don't know, with the direction that McCall's is moving with the pattern classifications. And let me know if you've noticed this or if you feel any type of way about this. But with the pattern numbers, right? For me, when I want to make a pattern in my stash, whatever, I'll pick it out. And then I might go on Instagram and put in the hashtag for that pattern. So you would hashtag M and then the number, and then that should pull up the people who have made it if they have tagged their post, which is what y'all should be doing so that people can find you and see what you made and how you made it, okay? So I've been doing that for years and years and years. I get to see everything that everybody made, but now McCall's has switched it and they've done a pattern number for the smaller size range and then a pattern number for the larger size range for the same pattern. So now, for example, yesterday I wanted to make a dress and I had seen people make the pattern that I had in mind, and so I went to put the hashtag in and I didn't see them, and I'm like, I know I saw this person make it. And so I went to the actual person's page and I saw that they made it, and I'm like, okay. So then I realized that the pattern number that they used was different, but when I looked it up, it was the same. So we actually end up missing, people who have made the same pattern as us when we want to see the variety. And I don't know, I feel like it feels like we're going backwards in terms of visibility and the ability to share and see everybody's makes. I don't know, that was very interesting to me and I'm not sure if I like it. So let me know your thoughts about that down in the comments below. Am I the only one who's thinking like that, or am I wrong? Should I just let it go? Let me know down below. Okay, so let's get into it. The first pattern that I picked up was McCall's 8142. It's kind of like an evening wear pattern. It can be, or it can be a more casual one if you do view A, which I love. I really love both view A and view C. Completely different occasions. I love that, and you can dress it up and dress them down. I think this is a very versatile pattern. Actually, I like view B as well. I think this is a very, very versatile pattern, and I'm excited to make this for something really nice. Maybe even a wedding or something. I have a wedding coming up next year that this actually might be really nice for. This pattern says to use two-way stretch knits that are like jerseys, interlock knits, velvet knits, or novelty knits, and then for the lining they say to use tricot. My knit stash is much smaller than all of the rest of the fabric that I have, which is really interesting to me because I wear knits all the time in real life. So I think I need a better variety of that. I'm looking over at my fabric wall right now. But yeah, I definitely love view A. It's giving sexy but classy. View C is giving class all over the place. And I love with view C, even though in the picture it's shown as sequin, you can really dress it down and have a casual dress, like a sundress, that is really, really cute. So I love this pattern. And this looks like something I would definitely make next year. Next up is McCall's 8245, more loungewear. So A is like a house dress. Well, in my opinion, it's a house dress. Oh wait, no, is that a romper? You see what happened when you don't really look at the thing and you're just looking at the regular pictures? That view A is actually a romper, and view B is a play suit. I did not realize that. I thought it was a top and a bottom and a dress. Okay, so we learning this pattern together. So view A is a romper, and then view B is the full-on, one piece with the long pant leg, wide leg, which is cool. And view C is another robe. So I love loungewear. I do not wear rompers or jumpsuits out the house almost ever. I almost never wear one pieces out of the house. I just have my own qualms about it. But in the house, I'll wear one piece all day. So I actually would make this pattern still because like I said, in my house, I'll wear jumpsuits and stuff all day. I have no qualms with getting naked in my own bathroom. But I actually like the robe on this pattern better than the other robe because it's casual, but it also can just be a cardigan too. And I like the versatility that it can offer. So that's this pattern. Next, I picked up McCall's 8253, which is bad. I love this dress. It could just be that I'm a little fast, but I love cutouts in different places. And I love, first of all, this model is the confidence that this model has. Like, look at the face that she's giving. And I'm not talking about body confidence. Like, she's like, I'm a model, okay? And like, obviously she's on the plus side of things, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just like, she's like, I know I look good, period. Love that for her. I love the dress. I don't like the high-low hem that's going on in View B, so I probably wouldn't do that, but I do love the dress as a whole. The ruching at the top and then the ruching at the waist, which kind of, for me, would hide a little, you know, gut action or whatever, which I like that. And then I like how View A is like short and flirty. I love this dress in that you can like do different colors for the top and the bottom. Very, very cute. And it's a beginner pattern. It says level learn to sew 2. Very, very cute. This pattern also is for knits, jerseys, interlock, and novelty knits, which of course it is. This is a dress that can be casual or shoot. It can be very dressed up depending on the type of fabric you use. So I really, really like this pattern. Okay, here's a pattern that I was a little iffy about getting. This is McCall's 8282. I don't like the example that they have of the pattern. I don't like it, and I don't exactly know why. It's just, I don't know. Something about it I'm not a fan of. But I saw Erica Bunker make, I believe, the top and a skirt of another thing, and it was so pretty. It was like so pretty and feminine and just classy. I loved it, and that's what made me want to pick up this pattern. I wouldn't make the top. I don't really like peplum tops like that anymore, but I think View C might be kind of cute. But I will probably do View A with a different kind of skirt like Erica did. That's what made me buy the pattern. It's not my fave, but I could figure something out with it. For suggested fabrics, it says cotton blends, gingham, crepes, and charmeuse. So yeah, not my fave out of the bunch, but I do feel like I can do something with it. Okay, this pattern I love. Okay, so this pattern is McCall 8286. It's a shirt dress. I have not made lots of shirt dresses, and I think they are very solid wardrobe staple, very classy, can be dressed up or down. I love when people make them, but for some reason I haven't really felt the push to make it, even though I like them. But this one, I love the tie around the waist. That is what pushed me to like pick this up. I really, really like this. I've never even seen anybody make this online. Not that I can recall, but I saw this in the store like as I was flipping through trying to find the patterns that I wanted, and I was like, ooh, I really like it. I love the print that the model is wearing too, and then I could absolutely see it in a solid color, which would give me a lot of different dresses for different occasions. Shoot, that's church, work, any, you know, dressed up casual event, you know. I actually already know what fabric I want to make this in, at least for the first time. The suggested fabrics are cotton blends, crepes, gauze, and linens, and I want to make mine in a linen to start. And then I would probably, you know, add in some of the crepes and do solid colors. Even though in my wardrobe I've been feeling very uninspired with my solid color items. I've been wanting to wear prints in a lot of colors, but it's, in my opinion, the solid color stuff that actually fuels me and my wardrobe, because I can, you know, wear those things on repeat, dress them in different ways. And so I do need to invest in making things in solid colors as well, and not just be stuck on prints that are very easily identifiable and then I don't want to wear it all the time. So I really, really love this pattern. This might be one of my favorites out of the bunch that I got. Next up is McCall's 8311. And I just got this pattern because I want it to be fast. And I'm saying that in jest, but this one has a cutout at the waist. It got a cutout in the shoulder. It got no shoulder, like, as a cutout at the back. Like, this is cute, okay? Where am I going in this? I don't know. That's the thing. I almost didn't buy it because where am I going? Where am I going in this dress? I have no idea. I almost didn't buy it because of that, but I'm like, no, I might go somewhere. I love the one shoulder concept. I actually bought a dress like that, but it's full all the way down. The ring at the waist would be a new skill for me to learn, so I think that's interesting as well. This obviously is a knit pattern. Takes two-way stretch knit, such as medium weights, interlock, and velvet. So I do like this. Need a reason to make it, but I'm sure that reason will come up. I made a lot of new patterns this year, so I'm sure the same will happen when I'm supposed to make this one. Okay, next is McCall's 8323. Same thing for this one as the last one. Where am I wearing this? I don't know. But it's a cute top for the summer times. I didn't even realize that she was wearing a shrug over that. As soon as I just looked at it now, I was like, wait, that's a shrug, and I looked in the back. It definitely is a shrug. So that's interesting. I do like, if you see the front and the back of it. I would like a little ab before I make it to see if I can get a little ab, but I really bought it for view B, honestly. I bought it for it's not a halter top, it's one shoulder, but it's like a double strap, and I really like that concept. I love when there's like multiple straps on one top or on one side. So that's why I got it. Kind of self-explanatory. I think view C would be super cute. I just would have to get over my insecurities to make it and wear it, which I'm sure I will. So the next one that I got is McCall's 8339, which is literally just the knit version of McCall's 7922, which is the woven version that I've made 3 times already. Obviously, I love that pattern because I've made it multiple times, but I love that they made a knit version because they took out the darts and they took out the zipper, which makes this dress crazy fast to sew. I actually made this dress last night in about 4 hours for a gala that I was going to. And if you want to see about that dress, you can follow me on Instagram or check out my blog post about it. But I love this pattern a lot. It can be casual or it can be very dressy, as you can tell since I made it for a gala. And I don't know, it's just super simple. It's a fast sew. The only thing that I don't like about it, I will say, is the fact that they added like elastic to the back. The elastic on the back, the elastic guide isn't short enough. I feel like it's too long. And so it doesn't really cinch the back of the waist in enough, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, my body, right? Glad they made a knit version. This was genius. It was absolutely genius. I'm sure this was a bestseller pattern in the woven version, so kudos to them for making the translation. Okay, we're still in McCall's. I told you I went crazy on the McCall's patterns. This pattern is McCall's 8341. On the girl in the picture, it's cute. It was cute. I wasn't pushed over the edge to get it until I saw Mimi G make it. And she posted, and I was like, okay, now I get it. I see what's going on, and I wanted to pick it up. I do love view C in the long maxi version. I think that would be beautifully gorgeous for an evening gown. I do feel like it could be made casual as well. What I didn't realize was the fabric selections. When I saw this pattern, for whatever reason, I just assumed it was knit. Now that I'm actually looking at her, no, that could still be a knit. In my head, it was a knit pattern. But actually, the suggested fabrics for this pattern are charmeuse, challis, crepe, and stable knits, which means knits that don't have too much stretch. So I have plenty of fabric to make this dress. Tons and tons of crepes over there that I feel like would, you know, make this dress really pop, different colors. So I'm glad I picked up this pattern and got to see it in a different light. I definitely feel like this will be used. Okay, so this is the last McCall's pattern that I picked up. It's McCall's 8348. Very, very cute. I actually got pushed over the edge to get this because of Mimi G as well. She made this up too. And I don't know what it is, but when she put the pattern on, I'm like, ooh, you know? So that's actually why I picked this up. I do love the dress. Like that skirt on the dress that's all me. I love that type of skirt. How it comes down and flares at the bottom. Not exactly mermaid, but just a little body at the bottom, like what you would see in maybe like a quarter circle skirt or something like that. I love, love, love that. And I've never been much into the shrug thing, but looking at the 3 different kinds of shrugs that they have on this pattern, I'm like, okay, I can see that. This pattern calls for stretch knits, jerseys, interlock cotton knits, and sweater knits. And when it comes to the sweater knits, I could see definitely the sweater knits as the shrugs. And what I really like about this is that like shrug A only needs a yard of fabric for most of the sizes, and it only goes up to like a yard and an eighth. So if you had a lot of scraps of sweater fabrics that you already used, this is a great scrap busting pattern for all those leftover sweater knits. I have a couple that I want to, you know, make into shrugs, because when you think about, say you made a patterned shrug out of a sweater knit, and you have a lot of dresses that are just plain colors, you can throw that on with different dresses and you have multiple outfits now. Like, I love that concept about it. I like how they gave us 3 options for the shrug, so you can fit your style, and then it going with the dress, that's like the icing on the cake. This was a great pattern. Great decisions were made here, I believe. Great thinking, great thinking. So I do like this pattern. I will probably definitely make the shrugs to scrap bust, and then the dress I probably make more when the weather gets warmer. Right now it's freezing cold, so this will be for later, but I do like this a lot. There's one more pattern that I missed in the haul because this pattern got lost in the shuffle, but it's McCall's 8322. I love this sundress because I just love the way the girl is wearing it. I love the style. I think I saw it on Brittany J. Jones's Instagram, and that's what actually made me want it. The fabric suggestions for this pattern are cotton lawn, gingham, and cotton blend fabrics. This is such a fun pattern, fun sundress. I love view C's and view B. View A I probably won't make just because I'm not a big fan of the halter tops, but I love view C and view B, and I'll probably be making view C very, very soon, so look out for that. Okay, and so the last few patterns that I have are from the new KnowMe pattern line that McCall Pattern Company has put out. The first collection of patterns was by all pattern makers of color, which was super dope to see. A lot of people that I follow online and speak to, congratulations to everybody that has put out a pattern. It's very, very exciting. So happy for them, and to see like how emotional some of them got, and just how, you know, filled with joy they were to have like a pattern in a pattern store like that. That is very, very exciting. I'm very, very happy for them. I picked up a few ones that I know for sure that I really, really, really want to make. Definitely KnowMe ME 2001. Nikki killed it with this pattern. This coat is so chic. Of course, there are tons of other coat patterns on the market. I know that, but I don't know. I just love this coat. Plus, I didn't even realize it until I bought the pattern that it comes with the pants as well. It's a high waist pants with like a cuffed slit at the bottom, which is really interesting. Very, very cute. But the coat, I'm more of a girl that goes plain most of the time, so I would, you know, make a black coat, or this one is making me want to make a colored coat. I actually found some fabric in my stash. I was gonna make a purple one. I don't have enough. And then I was gonna make a tweed one, but I don't have enough. But I do have enough of this navy wool that I definitely want to make this out of, and maybe I'll have some fun with the lining. But this pattern, it's just so sleek. I love it. I love what she did with it. I actually really do love the pants as well. I love high waist pants. I only really wear high waist pants and jeans because that's what, you know, I feel good in. So I'm glad that I picked this up because I get the pants as well. And hopefully I can get over my fear of fitting pants so that I can really enjoy the entire pattern. So congratulations, Nikki. This is awesome. So the last two ones I got are from men, from men in the pattern line. I got this pattern, ME 2010 by Sins of Many. It's like a varsity jacket type of thing. It has different lengths, different pocket styles. I really liked it for the varsity look. I want to get, you know, have a bigger variety of outerwear, and I don't know why, but I have a lot of trouble finding like quality outerwear that's actually gonna last years and years in the store. I always feel like I always have to replace my coats every season, which is, I feel like that's a waste of money. And so I want to get more invested in doing some more slow sewing when it comes to outerwear for myself so that I have some pieces that'll last the test of time. And I do want a varsity jacket. I like the length of UB with the pockets of UA. I like the design with the ability to have contrasting colors on it. I think it's very interesting. So this is definitely gonna be in my, you know, outerwear sewing plans in the future. So that's why I picked this one up. And then last but not least, I picked up ME 2011 by Norris Dante Ford. It's a biker jacket. A leather, well, his is in leather. It's a biker jacket, which is fire. That's, you know, to put it simply, the jacket's fire. I actually have a couple of leather biker jackets that, like I said, they wear out so quickly, and I'm like, I just want to make my own so that I can have it for a long time. He does have lots of pockets on here that I probably won't do all the pockets just to simplify it for myself, but I do love the jacket and the style of the jacket. I was a little confused on the sizing and for this pattern and the ones from Sins of Many. I don't understand men's sizing. I'm not sure what these numbers correlate to. Obviously the pattern is made more straight, so not sure how I'm supposed to adjust it for breasts. But I'll figure it out. But I just wanted this. I wanted this pattern because I think it's fire. So those were the ones I picked up. Let me know if you have any of those or if you've made any of those and what you think of those patterns before I make them, so you can warn me or tell me how much you love it. Subscribe if you made it this far to see more content like this. I plan on making a lot more. If you want to see some other sewing content that I already have up, check out this playlist right here. And if you want to see some other content that you're not used to, check out this playlist here. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!